to read a post I sent out on Twitter the other day, and it says this: if the so-called Black Jesus, Obama, had made the commitment to poor people that Bernie Sanders is making, Donald Trump would not be president. And it is true. Bernie Sanders he's appealing to poor and to young people and he's running away with the nomination delegates, winning in New Hampshire, getting the most popular vote in Iowa, running away in Nevada with the delegate vote count out there, and possibly going to run away with it in South Carolina and Super Tuesday as well. But the people, let me explain, in case you wonder what's happening with Bernie Sanders. 78-year-old man is attracting young people. The reason being is because young people, the millennials and Generation Xers, don't see a future in this billionaire class and this corrupt political system in Washington, D.C. It was corrupt as all outdoors under Obama. It was racist. It was corrupt. Obama was a Wall Street president. Obama was not a Main Street president. Obama was not for the poor man. He was for the rich man. Obama set the economy, and the thing that you don't hear what you need to hear, Obama, after George Bush and the failure of the economy, Obama set the economy back on a steady path, and it's been rising ever since, by bank giveaways and by bank bailouts and by bailing out Wall Street and making rich people rich again. And Trump just came in and he's riding the crest of that way. But poor people, there's more homelessness in America since Obama than there was before Obama. And there's more poor people working less jobs, making less money, having to work 2 and 3 jobs to make it under Obama and Tribulation Trump as well. But Obama was never for the black man, as these ignorant, and you talking about some racist church people. I mean, racist church people. These black folk, they were racist church. And in the church is racist as hell. It's a wonder the devil didn't come in there and start dancing on the poor. These black people voted for Obama was as racist as anything you ever want to say, and they still racist. They hate my guts. These racist people that voted for Obama. Now you need to know there are a whole lot of racist people, just as racist, just as crazy racists that voted for Trump. All right, so we understand that. But my point of this is that, listen, if Obama had talked like Bernie Sanders, Tribulation Trump wouldn't be president today. Hillary Clinton would be. If Obama had been as enthusiastic, Bernie Sanders wants health care for everybody, right? No matter who you are. You're going to be covered. And he wants to do away with student loans for everybody and free college for everybody. Everybody. This is a revolution. And he's running away with the nomination. Nobody can touch him because he's got the support of young people. He's got a broad coalition of people. So I think you need to know that. But there's one other thing I want to point up to you, and I want you to put this in your pipe and smoke it. And next time you talk to your Hamite brothers, if you're a Shemite, that's a Jew. If you're a Japheth person, and you got friends, y'all play basketball, you work together, y'all say on the same sales force, you do stuff together, you maybe go to the same church. Hamites and Japheth people. You need to tell your Hamite, you Japheth brother need to tell your Hamite brother, say, look at here, you may not like Tribulation Trump, but one thing that you cannot deny, there have been less police shootings of young Hamite men since Trump has been president, far less than they were under Obama. When Obama was president, there was a shooting of a young Hamite boy by a police officer every month. And in Chicago, Hamite brothers, boys were shooting, teenage young men were shooting one another every day, twice a day, and 3 times an hour. When Obama was president, all that's to stop now under Trump. You need to ask him, why is that so? Just look it right in the eye. Look, these racist Hamite people, these racist church people, these racist Hamite people, look them in the eye and say, since Trump been president, the police have not been shooting you young boys in the street the way they did with Trayvon Martin and Michael Moore, Michael Brown, and a whole bunch of others. All that stopped under Trump. Why? Now, I'm not a Trump supporter. All right, let's get something straight. All right, come on now. Don't lose your total show enough stomp down mind. I'm not a Trump supporter. You know that. But I am a truth supporter. And the truth is, The truth is that God sent his wrath by the racist, against the racist Hamite people that voted for the long-legged Mac Daddy Obama. And that's why the shootings in Chicago were so massive. And that's why the police shootings were. And I prophesied that if the long-legged Mac Daddy Obama was elected president, young boys would be shot down like shooting fish in a barrel if Obama became president. And I was absolutely right. It has stopped. It stopped. When last time you heard of a shooting of a police officer by a Hamite, shooting of a Hamite brother by a police officer? When it stopped? It's not even going on in Chicago anymore. It stopped. But Trump didn't stop it. Let me be clear about that. But it is under his watch that it has stopped. One of the things that you might also want to make note of under Obama, there were more school shootings like Sandy Hook, Newtown, and under the Las Vegas shooting, the churches down in Texas, and the colleges as well. So you might want to label Barack Hussein, the long-legged Mac Daddy, as young people shooting and killing each other in the street, in the colleges, in the universities, and in the kindergarten classes. You might want to put that label on Barack Hussein, the long-legged Mac Daddy Obama, but it's pretty much stopped since Trump. There's been a few church shootings and mainly synagogue shootings because God's angry with the Jews for supporting this pathological degenerate, this liar, this attempted rapist, this accused rapist, Tribulation Trump. So there's been some shooting of the Jews. God trying to get their attention that you got a burgeoning Hitler on your hand. Trying to talk to these non-Jewish Jews who say they're Jews but they're liars. By the way, I'm a Zionist. I'm a stomp down believer in Jews. I believe if you bless Abraham, God gonna bless you. I believe that, and I believe that the land belongs to the Jews, the Holy Land, not to the Palestinians. They need to go somewhere else. So what's happening over there in Gaza? Listen how they're being treated in Gaza. Can't get 70% unemployment. Well, let them move to Saudi Arabia. Let them help move to Syria. Let them move to Egypt. They can move anywhere. They don't have to stay in Gaza. That's what I say, and what I say is always right. This is a bit of a news blog we do looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part, making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.